O'Cyrus Torrence guy.
Yeah, he follows the same. I follow the same exact thing I said about Wisconsin linemen.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Florida dudes normally work it out, but
Yeah.
he's got some nasty to him, and he's really strong, and he just strikes me as the guy that like when you line up across from him, like he looks at you and says like, "Hey, how's your day been? Don't matter. It's about to go bad." Like
Yeah.
because I'm gonna use. Okay, so what I noticed was him and Steve Avila
Avila. Yeah.
or Avila, him and Steve Avila. My bad, Stevie. Him and Steve Avila. They both looked at me like they were like both like, oh my god, these guys look like very scary if they get their hands on you. But see, Avila is like, if you get in my bubble and I have to block you, I'll get you. O'Cyrus, he looks for you.
Yeah.
You are the smaller human, and I'm going to crush you. And I'm going to make you feel it. So he's actually my favorite of all of them. I think that he's got a lot of upside. I think he does have some things he needs to work on because he guesses wrong sometimes. And gets beat that way. But as far as just like the build and just how he looked out there on the field and his aggression, I would love to have O'Cyrus Torrence on the team.
Yeah, so when you evaluate his film, like this dude is extremely aggressive. Like this is the kind of like makeup that you want from your offensive lineman. I think his best ability is in the run game. Like again, you just said it, where he goes and he seeks to destroy the defensive lineman. The problem with him, he's so big, right? But he doesn't. He's not a guy that he's definitely not a zone offensive lineman. He's more in a
You tell him where to go.
right.
Yeah.
So go get him, right? It's the kind of thing. So you got your pin and pull, you got your gap schemes, right? That's what he'd be really, really good at, right? So a team like Tennessee Titans would benefit him.
Yeah.
A team like the Rams will be really good for him, and the Patriots will be good for him. He has this extremely high motor. You talk about strength. This dude he's really strong now. Don't get caught up in his bench press reps at the combine, because he only put up 23 reps. But there's reps and then there's play strength. And when you look at his play strength, he does a really good job. His problem comes in pass protection, where I feel like when he's faced with athletic interior offensive linemen, I think they can pose a problem because they can get under his pads and stuff like that and make moves on him. He could do a really good job of handling the bull rush, right? But I think his lower body probably needs some more work at the next level. Good thing for him, he's going to the NFL where you're going to be with some of the best nutrition, some of the best facilities, so where you can better yourself. So I think that's a knock on him. If he didn't have those issues, he would be the number one guy by a long shot. But I think he still needs some technical refinement. But when you're talking about his impact in the run game, you're going to see that day one, right when he gets to whatever team drafts him. He's going to be a mauler. So if you're a team that's looking for a guy that can come in and set the tone and be that dude that's like, okay, he's going to come and kick your ass. Well, O'Cyrus Torrence is that dude. So he can anchor in pass protection, but again, he definitely has some work to do there. He's scheme specific. We talked about that. And then he's not a guy that's really athletic, but at 6'5", 330 pounds, he has long arms. I think he's a good prospect, so he's number 2 on the list.
Yeah, and I will say this though to finish it up, because as a fan of the official O-line university, that's Oklahoma University. Shout out Creed Humphrey, where your ring strong. I will say for those of us that look at offensive linemen, I don't give a fuck about their combine because Orlando Brown Jr. I'll just say that.
I love Orlando Brown.
No, everybody does now, but I don't know if you remember his combine and his like pre-workout and everything that went into that. Everybody was like, ew, no. And I was like, I've watched this kid fucking the whole time he's in school.
Right.
So I will say guys like O'Cyrus that have that like combine that make you say, does he want it? Man, this dude's 6'5", toting around 350 pounds all the time, bro. Like sometimes, unless it's time to get it, like these guys, especially on the O-line, they ain't finna go get it because it's not worth it. But you put that helmet on them, put them in the trenches, and tell him, hey, man, that guy in front of you is going to try to get to the quarterback. They make it happen. I think O'Cyrus is going to be a very good addition to an NFL roster.
Oh, for sure. Right away. For sure.